Okay, so all of the electrodes on the inside test normally. You know, there's no like short circuits or open circuits. Everything looks pretty good.
Well, that's good.
First thing I'm going to do is turn it on, but the stimulation level is going to be really low. Okay. So if you hear anything at all, it would just be softer noise.
Okay.
But that's just to kind of warm up those electrodes and get some electricity flowing, and then we'll do a little bit more fine tuning with it.
Okay. I've heard a lot of people say the worst that this will ever sound is the first day it's turned on.
That's a good one. Yeah, I would agree with that assessment.
I keep trying to remind myself that. The worst it'll ever sound is today.
That's right. Okay, I'm going to turn it on. It's really low.
Okay.
Okay, so let me know if you feel like you hear anything here.
I do.
Okay, so usually sometimes people even say that it sounds like beeps or squeaks. I had somebody say one time it sounded like Star Wars, like choo choo choo. I've had people say it sounds like Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck on the first day. You know, just depends on what their level of hearing is like. So, but yes, it doesn't usually get any worse than this. It just adapts and gets a little bit better over time.
Okay.
What kind of volume do you feel like you're noticing on the right side?
It's pretty quiet.
Yeah.
I'd say, hard to give a decimal reading. I mean, it's just very, very quiet.
Very quiet.
I could make out most of the words that you were saying as you were talking, which was really cool. But it does have that tinty, metallic kind of jarbled sound.
High pitch to it.
Yeah, a little high pitch to it.
Okay. I'm just gonna go up just a couple steps and see, just gradually increase it. If we eventually get to a point where it's comfortable, if it's too loud, we'll come down. I don't want it to be too loud, but I do want to make sure it's comfortable and that something's audible to you.
Yeah, I can definitely hear it. That's better.
Great.
I don't know. It might be a little louder than this year at this point.
No, it's more noticeable probably.
A little bit more noticeable now.
Okay.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's it kind of like running it through a flanger.
Yeah, this is not a great analogy, but the anatomy of the cochlea is such that the deeper we go in the cochlea, the lower the pitch.
Yeah.
But it also gets very narrow, and so we can't really get any cochlear implant all the way in the cochlea. So it almost shifts everything up an octave or two because it's not sitting in the natural place for the pitch that it's hearing.
That makes sense.
So that's why some people say, men's voices sound like little girls at first, or, people sound like Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck, because it's almost like things are shifted up. And you said you got a little bit of that tinny quality.
Yeah. But
that will go away. You'll get more used to it, and it won't seem as tinny over time.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go up just a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool.
Well, great.
I mean, it definitely has that distorted, tinty, like a flanger kind of, trying to think of the best way to describe it.
Like a steel drum?
Kind of, yeah.
Like Margaritaville?
Interesting. Yeah, it's, I've heard someone say that it's like alien voices, but I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
These are probably frequencies I've not heard in a long time.
Right, and frequencies that are higher than what we normally hear with speech. So that's exactly right. Okay, good.
Cool.
All right. Well, now I'm going to take some measurements from your hearing nerve.
Okay.
So it'll turn off for the microphone, but you will hear sounds, and they'll kind of, sometimes people tell me it's like a woodpecker or like a jackhammer, kind of like a constant sound, but it'll go up and up and up until it might be a little loud, and then it'll come back down. Okay. You don't actually have to do anything. We're just looking at the waveforms on the screen, but it'll show me when your hearing nerve fires, and that gives me a ballpark idea of where some of your levels should be.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to turn it off, and we'll do those measurements.
Okay.